New information in the ongoing lawsuit over the future of the West Park Mall. The judge overseeing the case between the juries and River City Center has accepted a motion from the jury lawyers to reopen evidence in the case. During the bench trial in early April, the jury family, who originally developed the mall property in the 70s, argues that suing River City is claiming that the current owner is expanding beyond the boundaries set in a decades-old development agreement. During that trial, the jury said that agreement outlined exactly where future buildings could and could not be built, and that River City is now in breach of that contract. Meanwhile, River City has pushed back, pointing out that other buildings have gone up beyond those boundaries over the years without any objection from the juries. Both sides are now scheduled to return to court in on May 29th.